Hello and welcome to another captivating weekend edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. This weekend, as we count down to Christmas, we have a carefully curated lineup of features designed to inform, inspire, and educate. Stay with us. You'll be glad you did.
This Christmas, choose life. As we recover from Hurricane Melissa's devastation, we're reminded that life is fragile. Pedestrians, stay alert. Drivers, slow down. Rest if you're tired, and never drink and drive. One careless decision can change a family forever. Let's have a safe and prayerful Christmas and a crash-free 2026.
Thank you so much for staying with us right here on Jamaica Magazine. Is your motor vehicle fitness up to date? It's important to regularly check your vehicle documents to ensure everything is in order. And if you're not yet compliant, there's still time. Also, if you weren't aware, a new process has been introduced to modernize and streamline the issuance of motor vehicle fitness certificates.
Things have changed when it comes to motor vehicle fitness and registration. It's all gone digital. No more paper, no more decal. And we're here to help you navigate this new process. Let's focus on the fitness process. First up, you need to purchase your fitness fee. This can be done online at jamaicatax.gov.jm or in person at the tax office cashier. Next step is a visit to the Island Traffic Authority.
You will need to come to our service hub and you should present to the examiner your proof of payment for the certificate of fitness fee. Once you have presented that, a representative of the Island Traffic Authority will give you a registration form on which you'll be asked to place your email address and the chassis number of the vehicle. Now, even though you would have placed the chassis number on that form, it's a very small form, our examiner will ensure that they make a check with the vehicle to see that the chassis number that you have placed on that registration form is indeed accurate. We check for your brakes, we check your lights, we check your horn, your exhaust system, we check for your tires, and we check for the level of tint that you have on your vehicle, your steering wheel, and the integrity of your front end, among other things. So soon as that is finished, the examiner will determine a pass or failure of your vehicle. The necessary data entry will be made in our system, and at the end of that process, a reference number will be sent to your email, the email that you would have issued to us. When that number comes up on your email, you will then be required, and we have made it convenient to you. We have a QR code that you can scan, and it will take you to the certificate generation and distribution system portal. You would be required to put that unique number plus your chassis number, and you generate the e-fitness which will come on your device. You're encouraged to ensure that you check the details on the e-certificate before departing the service hub.
If you don't have a smartphone or any device to access your email, a representative of the Island Traffic Authority will assist you with a device.
And if you do not have an email, we have a generic email for the Island Traffic Authority that you can utilize to generate your e-fitness for check-in.
Let's say your vehicle didn't meet the standard and it failed the inspection.
The examiner will annotate the defects that you would need to treat with, and you are encouraged to retain your certificate of fitness fee, the receipt that you have, so that when you do the repairs and come back, you don't have to pay another fee. This is a one-time situation for you, so on the first instance, if you fail and you maintain your receipt, then upon your remedying the faults, then we will go ahead, do the check, and if you pass at that time, an e-certificate will be issued to you.
Now let's talk validity. That is how long your certificate lasts before your next inspection.
For a new vehicle that is being registered for the first time in Jamaica, you will be given a certificate of fitness for 5 years. For vehicles that are used and are 10 years and younger, you will get a certificate of fitness issued to you for 3 years. Vehicles over 10 years will get a certificate of fitness for 1 year. For commercial and PPV vehicles, new vehicles that are bought and again registered for the first time in Jamaica for commercial purpose, a new vehicle will get 3 years, and a vehicle that is being registered that is under 10 years or less will have a certificate of fitness validity period of 1 year. Now, please note that if for some unfortunate reason a new vehicle has a crash and there is significant structural damage, upon inspection by the examiner at the Island Traffic Authority Service Hub, a determination is made as to the extent of the damage and the validity period for the certificate of fitness, because you would recognize that the integrity of that vehicle would have been affected, and therefore there is a greater need for more frequent inspection of that vehicle.
So remember, the fitness process has gone digital, but support is always available. Visit the Island Traffic Authority's website at mtm.gov.jm/ITA. This Christmas, while we celebrate with family and friends, remember someone who might be celebrating alone or simply lack the means to celebrate. A simple plate of food, a small gesture can bring big joy. Check in on your neighbor, your fellow citizen. Share what you can, even if it's just a plate.
After Hurricane Melissa, support poured in from across the globe, especially from our Jamaican family in Canada. High Commissioner Marsha Kaur-Loban tells us more.
First off bat, Jamaicans abroad are responding to the call of our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. As you usually know, Jamaicans, that is the spirit within us, that we will never see our fellow citizen or brother or sister down and not rally to see what support can be given. And I can assure that across the global community, and in particular, I can speak for Canada, our diaspora has risen to that call. There has been a tremendous outpour of support, solidarity, question, what else can I do? And so we are extremely grateful. So the immediate response was to mobilize our diaspora leadership. So across Canada is very large. And across all the provinces, we have various pockets and diaspora organizations. So we pulled together a meeting with our diaspora leaders in order to discuss how do we strategize. Again, moving things from the west to get over to the east, because it's easier to ship and to move from the east, it would be costly. So a lot of those organizations agreed to do online to get funding instead of doing the in-kind. They are still doing the in-kind, and we're getting support from like Air Canada, WatchJIS, and Air Transat. I had the opportunity of touring, for instance, in Toronto, the Jamaica Canadian Association building, where you have volunteers and persons, Jamaicans again, and friends of Jamaica, have volunteered to come in and help with packing, because we are working with the NGOs. We have Food for the Poor Canada, for one. You do have persons who would prefer to go through charitable organizations such as Food for the Poor and others, and so we have put the connection, because again, we want to make sure persons are comfortable. You have others. There was an organization that reached out to provide mental health support to diaspora members whose families were impacted, and again, it's reaching out to get that support to the diaspora community. Tertiary institutions have reached out, and again, we're working with them. We have a direct cell number that we have set up just to be able for diasporans to reach to us. Across Canada, again, it's open 343-961-5200. That's 343-961-5200. And that's for anyone who has any questions or want to even just to reach out to say how they can support. We have a direct email address as well, which the team is monitoring 24/7, jamaica@jhcottawa.ca. The Instagram page for the High Commission is at Jamaican High Commission Ottawa. And for our consulate in Toronto, it's at CG Jam Toronto. That's at CG Jam Toronto. The consulate's email address, info-jcgtoronto@mfaft.gov.jm.
For the introduction of proper traceability of animals and products of animal origin, countries have implemented systems to ensure the safety of food and also for disease surveillance purposes. So the NAITS, National Animal Identification and Traceability System, and the legislation requires that every bovine animal must be tagged. And it also requires that if an animal is being sold, it must have a cattle passport, and it must be fitted with a NAITS tag in both ears. So anyone engaged in the sale of cattle, they would have committed an act against the law if the animals would not have been properly tagged and issued with a passport.
With Christmas now just 5 days away, we pause to reflect on the season as it once was. In this next feature, our seniors take us down memory lane.
As a child, Christmas meant excitement. It meant eating a lot more than I used to eat during the course of the year. It was a special day. It meant that I was getting my dolly. It meant that I was getting ice cream and cake and pudding and soda. It meant that I was going to hear a lot of music, Christmas music.
Very early in the year, they plan what rooster they're going to grow, what pig they're going to kill, what goat they're going to slaughter, and they raise those goats specially for Christmas. And like maybe a month or so before Christmas, they would purify the chicken and the goats and the pigs. By the chicken especially, they feed them with vinegar and other things to make sure that they purify and ready, and whatever they do to the pigs and the goats and so on. And all of those things were planned in advance. You know, they do all of those things in preparation for Christmas. And in Micheltown, we had maybe quite a few Christmas traditions. The churches, usually the young people in the church usually go caroling after holidays, after the school give holidays. Every morning at 5 they would get up and carol right through the district.
Every Christmas day, we would hear the drumming sound coming from Micheltown, and if we had anything outside, because the Jankono persons, they were dressed and they dance and they would come into the yard. Yes, they come into a certain yard, and some of us children were afraid of them. So we would hide underneath the bed or make sure the door was locked, and we peeped through the windows. But that was an exciting time because we always look forward for that. And they sang a lot of traditional songs. They make up songs about people, and they would dance. And I don't know how they get so much energy, but they would walk from Micheltown, they would come over to Moorlands, and they would go to Loneltown.
During the Christmas season, any little thing that happened in the district, it would end up in the borough as a song. They make up songs about people, whatever they do during that Christmas season. It would, and the people weren't pleased about it, you know, because it was teasing all the way until the New Year. Most people wouldn't know, but the skin for the drum had to be she-goat skin, not the ram goat, because somehow the ram goat skin don't sound as beautiful or as nice as the she-goat. So they had to get the she-goat skin, cure it and scrape it and fix it and then put it onto the drum.
There's no better reminder of the season's true meaning than hearing it through the voices of children. Watch now as some of them offer a refreshing and innocent perspective on the reason for the season.
Christmas is a time of love, joy, and wonder, a season where hearts are warmer, laughter rings louder, and the world feels a little brighter. And who better to remind us of its true meaning than children? Their innocence, excitement, and pure understanding of this special time inspire us to see Christmas through fresh eyes, filled with hope and magic.
Christmas means to me eating food, exchanging gifts, and spending time with your family.
And happy because you get to see your family members eat food and enjoy your time with them.
To me, Christmas is all about celebrating when Jesus was born and having a nice time with your loved ones.
Christmas means to me, you spend time with your friends and family.
Christmas means to me celebrating quality time with your family and celebrating the birth of Jesus.
Christmas means something special to everyone. And while it's about fun, family, and traditions, it also carries a deeper meaning.
Hi, my name is Courtney Brown and I'm 11 years old. Christmas means to me the gifting of gifts and the birth of Jesus Christ who saved us from our sins.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Plunkett. I am 11 years old. What does Christmas mean to me? Christmas is a time of giving and celebrating with our family and friends. It is also a time to celebrate the life of Christ, our Savior, who put his life on hold for us so that we could live.
Hi, my name is Kaweni Dyer and I'm 11 years old. Christmas means to me playing games, having fun with my family, and eating food.
Hi, my name is Sidonie Vaughn, and I'm 11 years old. What does Christmas mean to me? Christmas means to me that I can spend quality time with my friends and family and my region and enjoy delicious courses and enjoy the joyful games played.
Hi, my name is Sadika, and I'm 11 years old. Christmas is the time of year when I get to spend with my family and friends, and Christ is also born on that day.
Hi, my name is DJ Nature. I'm 11 years old. What does Christmas mean to me? Christmas means to me spending time with my loved ones and family and friends.
Hi, my name is Tajon Spencer and I'm 11 years old. Christmas means to me is the exchanging of gifts and the celebrating of the birth of Christ. My favorite thing about Christmas is the meals that we get.
Hi, my name is Zane Binz and I'm 10 years old. What Christmas means to me is Christmas is a joyful time where we get to spend quality time with our family members and friends while also learning about the birth of Jesus Christ, our almighty Savior.
From our little friends at primary and infant school,
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Christmas is also about sharing love and making someone's holiday very special. Through the eyes of children, we are reminded of the simple joys and deeper meaning of Christmas. What does Christmas mean to you?
As the excitement of Christmas builds and spending pressures increase, careful financial planning becomes more important than ever. Up next, financial experts offer timely advice on how you can celebrate responsibly without starting the new year in debt.
So you've been budgeting all year long and you may think that Christmas is the time to, cut your dollars a little loose. Hold on, before you think about that, remember that the new year is just a few days away. So rather than having to restructure your finances then, how about you continue budgeting right now? We have some financial experts dropping some nuggets of wisdom about drafting your Christmas budget and stitching up your holiday finances.
Christmas time is the time when we want to have fun and frolic. And so it's a time when we can really get distracted from the fact that we do have reality that comes next year. So that's why budgeting is important, because we want to ensure that whatever we do to make our Christmas fat does not make our New Year frugal. So look back at your budgets. Look carefully. How much money do you really have to spend on the Christmas? One of the tips is you can actually put that money in something and call it your Christmas budget. So separate that Christmas budget from all the other accounts. Have your ATM card connected to that particular budget. that particular account. And when you go shopping, remember, you know exactly what your budget is, and let us say that budget is $30,000. If you have budgeted that you're going to spend that $30,000 on 5 persons, and you have overspent on one gift, then automatically you'll know that in order to make sure there's money in the account, you've got to cut back on another. If you keep all the money in one place, it's not going to register psychologically that, hey, I've reached my max. So it becomes important to put things in place for yourself so that you can have fun this Christmas. But remember, next year, rather than being totally frugal, can be fun.
Do proper budgets leading up to even this Christmas and determine what your disposable income is. Don't spend outside of your disposable income. Make sure that you put aside money for the necessities like, food that you need to eat. Also, because Christmas is here, it doesn't mean that you don't have the car payment and you don't have the mortgage. And also remember that people normally get paid earlier. So the next paycheck is going to be more than a month away. So ensure that you do that proper budgeting.
If you've spent enough Christmas here in JA or most places really, it's easy to recognize the extravagant spending and skimpy saving habits that crop up during this time of the year. But understanding those trends could very well be the means to achieving your thrifty Christmas experience.
People spend a lot more because of the euphoria of the season. People get caught up and people will just go out there and spend, which is why I said people should budget and stick to the budget, because when you get caught up in the euphoria and the emotions come on of Christmas, you want to, anything you see you'll spend. So you're going to the store and because you're happy, because it's Christmas time, you're going and you just spend anything you see, especially when you have a credit card. If you don't have control over your credit card, leave it at home. Don't carry it with you.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna write down the names of every single individual that you want to give something to. Look at that maximum budget that you have and then divide it out and see, okay, if my maximum budget is $30,000 and I have 30 people on the list, then it would mean $1,000 per person if we divide it equally. So I know that some persons are going to deserve a gift that would be costing more than the $1,000. So now you would now start to say, okay, this person, based on who they are to me, this person needs a $10,000 gift on average. So it leaves me with $20,000 for everybody else. So do it that way. Now, for some persons, you're going to realize, hey, I can't buy a gift.
We can still enjoy Christmas as it was supposed to be, which is really just enjoying it with friends, families. Go to church maybe this year, and you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on entertainment, on food, and on gifts. Just spend time with friends and family, which is the most important thing.
So I guess the good news is that with a bit of financial planning and some resourcefulness, we can still have a very Merry Christmas while avoiding the financial fatigue of the new year.
As we conclude today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you enjoyed these informative features. Stay connected with JIS through our website at jis.gov.jm and on social media. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson, wishing you a fantastic and safe weekend ahead.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.